Another big story we're following now, the province getting behind the city and calling on the federal government to put in their share of funding for new subway trains for Line 2. So joining us now is Ontario's Transportation Minister, Pradip Sakharia. Good morning, Minister. Thank you for making the time to come in. This call came out this morning. Let's talk about how important this money is to ensure that those cars are replaced on Line 2.
Well, thank you for having us. It's critical to Toronto's and Ontario's transit plan to making sure that we have this money. The Premier Doug Ford, Mayor Olivia Chow committed to this in December of this year, and each ponied up $750 million each. We're talking about 55 new cars that will support good-paying jobs in Thunder Bay, but most importantly, support transit users in this city. When we talk about Line 2, it's about making sure that the state of good repairs of our TTC trains continues to keep up to speed. But on top of that, we've got 2 new lines coming in that will use these cars. The Scarborough Subway Extension, the Yonge North Subway Extension, both critical to transit over the next 10 years. And, when we talk about the Yonge North Subway Extension, it's an incredible project that's going to bring almost 37,000 people within walking distance of public transit. So we really need the federal government to step up and come to the table and to start with the procurement of these vehicles.
Yeah, we know how important transit is in this city and how many people rely on it, especially when you consider how busy it is in the city on the roads right now. Is there any indication, though, that the feds won't come to the table with this cash?
Well, it's been a couple of months now, and we haven't heard anything from them on this with regards to the funding. The city and the province have come to the table and publicly committed to this. When we look, in a joint call with the union on this, it's not only about making sure that the transit users across this province have access to these trains, and as we bring on new lines, it's also about ensuring good-paying jobs in Thunder Bay as well. So we really hope they do. 400,000+ people rely on the TTC every day. We're moving, we're building. We've got the largest transit expansion plan in all of North America, and we all need to be in this together, and this is another critical step in ensuring that we build transit for the future, and we really hope that they do, because I know we all understand and appreciate the importance of transit in this province, and I do hope they do come to the table and support transit users in Ontario.
Yeah, it's such an important topic that so many people are watching really, really closely. I mentioned traffic. I want to get your take on something that we've been talking about on breakfast here. I don't know if you've seen this video of Neil Horan. He's somewhat a really huge celebrity musician. Posted this video and basically said, okay, I can't handle the traffic in Toronto. I'm going to walk to my show. And it's got people talking because we've all been there. Have you seen this? Do you know what I'm talking about here?
I saw this clip actually as I was on my way driving into Toronto today.
Okay, so you're the transportation minister. What do you think of the gridlock in the city right now? And I mean, the fact that somebody who I'd imagine should have access to his own show is saying, enough, I'll just walk. What do you think of this?
Well, I think there's 2 main reasons for it. I think there was decades of inaction on transit in this city. That's why we've come up with a very ambitious plan to build over the next 10 years and invest $70 billion. You talk about the Ontario line. That's going to take and move 400,000 people every single day. The Finch West LRT, the Crosstown West extension, Scarborough Subway line, the Yonge North Subway extension. Those are all critical projects for the City of Toronto to get underway. What we see now in the city is a lot of disruption with respect to construction of transit.
Yeah.
But, if previous governments had invested into transit and getting these built when they needed to, we probably wouldn't be in this. But, our government's really committed to making sure that we build the transit and take cars off the road where we can. And it's important for us to continue to do so. And so, gridlock's at an all-time high. We've invested in highways and transit, and we'll continue to do so. And so people can get around easier than they can today.
Yeah, I mean, while we wait for that, though, seeing a video like that and it's going viral, is it an embarrassment, do you think?
Well, yeah, it speaks to some of the inaction previously from governments in building transit. We continue to face, in some circumstances, objections to building transit lines, but our government's about getting it done. We have shovels in the ground on the Ontario line, Scarborough Subway Extension, our West Extension LRT that we just finished breaking through last week. We're making incredible progress, but we need to continue to see how we can make driving across the city and using transit transit easier in this province, and we'll continue to do that by making those investments that are needed to do so. But I hope we don't see many more of those, but it's challenging to get around the city, but we're trying to do everything we can to improve that.
Yeah, I hope Taylor Swift doesn't have to walk to her show. Right. Minister, thank you so much for making the time to come in and speak with us, sir. These are really important topics right now, so thank you.
Thank you for having me.